Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's all about something that you guys should always have on your shelf, and that is Nutella. I recently got sent this by one of my subscribers. You guys are so good to me. Not only you didn't send me one or two or three, you sent me a whole case, which is so incredibly generous. Thank you so much. We have never had Nutella before and you felt like that was a sin, and I'm okay with that. So thank you so much for your generosity. And I was like, you know what? I can't not do anything with the Nutella since you sent it to me. So I'm gonna be whipping up 3 breakfasts using Nutella in honor of the subscriber who sent me this. So let's get into the kitchen and let's whip up 3 tasty Nutella breakfasts. Before we get in there though, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Every like, comment, share, it really helps support my channel, and I thank you so much. All right, let's get into the kitchen and let's make some breakfast. Okay everybody, for today's breakfast, I pulled some frozen torn up croissants out of the freezer. I let them thaw overnight. They were just ones that were going stale, we weren't getting to, so I tore them up and I put them in the freezer. So now I want to use them up and I figured I'd make a breakfast casserole. So I have a dozen eggs here from our chickens. You can tell we have some new egg layers. Look how tiny those are, they're so cute. And this one's got spots on it. So pretty. So I'm gonna use a dozen eggs. I have a splash of whole milk. I'm gonna add that. And then I have 1% behind that, if I need that. And then I'm gonna do a splash of vanilla. And then for the fillings, I have some Nutella and some cream cheese. I think that would be good. We'll make like a chocolate cream cheese croissant casserole. So let's get in here and let's get to cracking. First thing I'm gonna do is crack the eggs. So I like to just drop them. That really helps break the shell out without I say without pieces, but there's a piece there. If that ever happens, just use your shell to scoop it out. So that egg's good. Put that in our bowl. And I'm just gonna keep doing this one by one. That's perfectly good egg. It's so cute. Alright, there's our dozen eggs. Now I'm going to add a little bit of milk here. Alright, I'm going to add a splash more. So probably about a cup of milk to a dozen eggs is the ratio that I tend to go for in my breakfast casseroles. Let me add a splash of vanilla since this is a sweet one. I'm not going to add any sugar to it though. You think I should? Because like with French toast, you would add sugar and cinnamon to your batter, you know, to give it some more flavor. I'm just going to do like a tablespoon of white sugar. There you go. I'm going to pour my croissants in there. I'm going to push them down. I'm glad I pre-tore these into pieces before I put them in the freezer. That's really helping a lot. That it's easy, I can just pour it in there and not have to worry about breaking them up as they go in there. But either is fine. I've never made breakfast casserole with croissants before. Sounds pretty good. Alright, and the bread will soak up all those juices. I'm gonna spray my pan first. Alright, got this in here. Let's push it down. Spread it out. This would probably be good in a 8x8 casserole dish, pan, if you wanted to be a little thicker, if you don't have as much bread. This will be fine. I think that'll be good. All right, there we go. Now I got some Nutella I'm gonna add to it, and then some cream cheese. This is a little under a block. I'm just gonna like put plops of it. Alright, we got the Nutella open. My plan is to just drizzle the Nutella, put it kind of with the cream cheese so you get a bite of cream cheese with a bite of Nutella at the same time. I've never really baked with Nutella before. This is one of my first times, so I don't really know if it's going to burn or if it's going to melt anymore. I don't really know. I'm going to call that good. So let's get this in the oven at 350. I'm going to do 20 minutes and then we'll check it. So it's been 30 minutes. Oh, I think that looks absolutely delicious. It's all puffed up. It's kind of crispy on top. Oh yeah. So we're gonna let this sit and then we're gonna cut it open. I am going to be adding a little bit of powdered sugar on top of it, just for a little extra, I don't know, look, make it look fancy.
Snow.
It does look like snow. Does it look fancy?
Is that chocolate?
It is. And then I'm going to be pairing it with the coconut caramel crunch that Miss Sue sent me. Thank you, Sue. You're so good to us, sending me coffee. Let's get some of this out of here. Oh. What do you think, Betty? It looks good? Oh, yeah. And here is our delicious croissant, or chocolate cream cheese croissant casserole. Ooh. The 4 C's. That just looks so good. All right, let's get a bite. Here's some cream cheese and chocolate with their croissant.
Is this good?
Oh, this is awful.
What?
You kids can't eat this, I'm sorry.
Why?
It's no good.
Why is it no good?
Because Mama's got to eat it all.
Why?
I'm just kidding. It's so good.
You're kidding?
I'm kidding. Let's grab it. Like it's crunchy on top because the croissant got really gooey. And try a bite, Conrad. Ooh, that chocolate's kind of. Hold on. Let me get a good bite. Good bite. There we go. That's a good bite. Yep. Oh, we got a thumbs up. Something you guys could eat.
I want a plate.
You want a plate? Another thumbs up. All right, let's get the kids' plate here. You can have the rest of that. And I like with the powdered sugar on top, you don't have to add any syrup or anything. Well, guys, I'd say this casserole is a big success. They already are eating quite a bit of it, and husband is going to enjoy it as well. It is kind of like a treat. It's a sweet breakfast, so don't get used to it. All right, well, that's all I got for this breakfast. Let's see what I'm making next time. For this next breakfast, I'm going to be cooking up some farina, which is kind of like cream of wheat. It's just a warm cereal, and it's kind of takes on like how mashed potatoes will get thick as it cooks. This is kind of the same way. It thickens up as it cooks. There are measurements on the box. I usually try just to eyeball stuff though, because if you make it too thick, then you can add some cream. If you make it too thin, then you can add some more. And that's kind of what I do. I just kind of go until it feels to the thickness that I want. But as long as you know how to fix something, if you go too thick or too thin, then I don't really worry too much about making that mistake. But for now, I have it all cooked up. I have it nice and thick. I just used the last that was in that box. And now I'm going to be adding a big scoop of Nutella. I'm not quite sure how much that was, maybe 1/4 cup. I'm going to mix it all in with it. I did want to give this a taste to see if it needed any kind of sugar or anything. And I think that it was good. And the kids actually ate it like is. It did not need any sugar, which is always great to know and find out as a mom. So it was a little thick still. So I just added some cold whole milk, which 1 helped cool it down and 2 helped thin it out. And that's what they had for breakfast. They just gobbled that up. Now for this last dish, I'm going to be making Nutella stuffed pancakes. And now in order to do this, you have to put Nutella on wax paper and put it in the freezer to get it so it's a disc. I melted it for about 30 seconds in the microwave and then just poured little disc about the size that I wanted. They probably needed to be a little bigger and thinner, and I definitely needed more than 6 of them. I'm just going to be using a generic pancake waffle mix to make these pancakes. I am going to add a smidgen of vanilla because I think that really helps elevate boxed pancake mix. I'm just doing it to the recipe, nothing special about it except for the vanilla. Now that these have been in the freezer for about 30 minutes, I'm going to pull them out and then we are going to put our pancakes on the flat top. This is my Vever flat top that I have. I absolutely love this thing. It's perfect for pancakes. And I have this scoop that makes them exactly the right size. So I usually do 4 pancakes at a time. Definitely always put butter down. Plop the frozen pluck of Nutella. You can also do this with peanut butter in there. And then put a little bit of the batter on top. This is my first time trying it, so that's why you could kind of see that they're different sizes, and I definitely needed to make the pucks a little bigger. One way I can always tell that the pancakes are ready to be flipped is that the bubbles quit popping on the top. That usually means that there's less air in there, which means the batter is cooked. So that's one way to tell when it's time to flip your pancakes. I did give them a little bit of extra time on the second round since I added additional batter and there's something stuffed in there. But these came out absolutely perfect. I was a little worried about putting syrup on top of these as well with that chocolate being super rich. So I just added some powdered sugar and then some butter, of course, to make it nice and creamy. And this was absolutely decadent. It was super rich though, guys. Definitely have a cold glass of milk or a warm cup of coffee to go with this breakfast. And that was some yummy Nutella stuffed pancakes. And just like that, we have 3 tasty breakfasts made from Nutella that were warm and fuzzy and decadent and definitely hit the spot. Thanks for coming along and seeing what I whipped up. What is your favorite recipe using Nutella? Please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time on Nutella Bears. Ha ha!